Hi, I'm Kim, and welcome to KIM Yoga. This is day 5 of our Reflect and Renew Yoga mini-series. So today, for our final day, the theme will be reflection and integration. So how can we reflect on this past week and integrate what we've learned going forward? So I will leave your journal prompt right here for you. Go ahead and grab a notebook, a pen and a paper, grab a seat, and just take a moment to be with yourself. Take a breath and think about what this prompt means for you today. And I will meet you right back here. So I'll start us off by sharing with you what I wrote in my journal entry. So one thing I noticed this week is that I've been more present in my body, noticing and listening to how it feels, if it wants to move or rest. And I've also noticed feeling more motivated to show up on my mat and allow my creativity and intuition to guide me. I'm feeling really open to anything is possible. And I can continue this practice moving forward by holding myself accountable and to do what I say I'm going to do. Just show up and see what happens. So that was my reflection for today, and I'm really going to sit with that and use that as my intention for today's practice. So with that being said, grab a seat and let's begin. So our session today will be focusing on reflection and integration. So we'll be taking one asana or pose from each day of the week and kind of combining it and integrating it into our session today. So let's begin with one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly, taking a nice big inhale through the nose. And exhaling nose or mouth. Let's do another one. Inhale through the belly. And exhale. Last one, big inhale deep into the belly, all the way to the top. And let it go. Very nice. So let's begin to bring some movement and taking up some space on the mat. And go ahead and get onto your knees. Widen those legs. We're coming into our child's pose. So sitting up nice and tall, leading with our chest. Start to slowly move your way down to the mat. You can rest on your elbows here. Or if you'd like, you can make your way down, forehead coming all the way to the back of the palms, or directly onto the mat. Taking a nice inhale here into the belly. And exhaling. Continuing with your breath and checking in with your body. Grounded here with our forehead pressed against the ground. Two more nice big breaths. Last one, expanding that breath all the way up. Filling the lungs in the back. And exhale. Now lifting up your head, pushing your hands on your mat, and coming all the way up to a seated. Now let's move into a tabletop position. Coming with our wrists underneath our shoulders and our knees underneath our hips. And moving into cat-cow. So we're inhaling as we lift the tailbone, drop the belly, and look up to the sky. Exhale, tuck that tailbone, round the spine, and drop the head. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. So really warming up the spine here. Inhale. And exhale, push your body away from the mat, rounding the spine. Last one. Coming back to neutral. And now making our way back onto our seat, extending those legs out long. And we're going to interlace our fingers behind our back and open the chest out wide. Gaze can be gently up to the ceiling. And exhale, round the shoulders back down. Inhaling, pushing those hands away from the body. Proud chest. And exhaling, rounding everything back together. Inhaling, opening up. Maybe a light shining from the heart. And exhale, round it all in. Last one. Nice and big, wide open. And exhale, drop the head. Coming back all the way down now onto our backs, bringing those knees into the chest. Gentle squeeze. And bringing our knees out wide with the soles of the feet up to the sky, grabbing onto those big toes or the outer edge of the foot into our happy baby. Mindfully pressing our tailbone down on the ground, as well as seeing if we can get our knees close to the ground. Feet are flexed. Soften the gaze and the face muscles. If you feel called to, you can bring some movement into this pose, gently rocking from left to right. Or sometimes it feels good to just hold still, breathe through the stretch, breathe through the sensations. Last big breath into the belly and the low back. And exhale, release the grip, release the legs. All the way extending long. And moving into our final Shavasana. So legs can be out nice and wide, take up lots of space on your mat. Very slight tuck of the tailbone and a tuck of the chin, shutting down the eyes. Taking one big breath together here. And let it all go. So really arriving here on your mat and feeling the support of the ground beneath you. Coming back to your natural breath. Integrating all that we've learned this week. And now I want you to imagine yourself 9-10 months into the future. You're nearing the end of 2026. And you're sitting in a cozy, comfy spot, one of your favorite spots, where you're warm and alone, somewhere where you can reflect. What are you wearing? Is your hair different? How do you feel in this moment? Looking back on your year, all that you've accomplished, all of the new things that you tried, all of the new people that you met, new memories that you've made. What did you get up to this past year? Feeling grateful for all of the opportunities that you had, all of the things that you were open to. Trying to be mindful in each day and present with your breath and your body. Think of what that feels like. How does that feel in this moment? And now taking those emotions and that feeling and bottling it up, opening a jar, putting it into the jar, closing the jar. Maybe these feelings and emotions have light to them. Maybe the bottle is now lit up with your feelings and memories that you've made in 2026. And safely tucking that jar into your pocket and smiling to yourself, knowing that you created that. What a great feeling. And with that, I invite you to gently move your fingers and your toes, coming back into your body, into this present moment on your mat. Gently moving your wrists and your feet, bringing some gentle movement back into your body. Maybe looking to the left and to the right. And when you're ready, very gently opening your eyes, nice and soft and slow. Maybe you have a smile on your face, or maybe you're deep in reflection. Either way, this brings us to the end of our 5-day mini-series of Reflect and Renew. Now, taking your time to get up nice and slowly. And I will meet you on our seat. So taking one final breath together, in through the nose. And let it all go. So what an accomplishment these last 5 days have been. Thanking your body and thanking your breath and thanking yourself for showing up. Opening those arms nice and wide and giving yourself a big hug. And I thank you for showing up each day and for dedicating your own practice to yourself. Thank you, and I will see you next time. Namaste.